I'm teaching them how to play spit.
What's it called?
Spit. You can play
Spit.
Yeah.
That does not sound fun. It sounds like you're spitting on things.
No, it's not. I've never played.
On June 25th, 2015, 7 Sandwich High School students, 2 teachers, and 1 parent set off from Boston Logan Airport to Dominican Republic. From Santiago, we took a bus to La Quintina, a little village in the Puerto Plata region of the Dominican. On the bus ride, we saw the living conditions firsthand. It was not Sandwich or Massachusetts or anything the kids or the teachers had seen in New England. Buses were basically concrete structures with tin roofs, and the environment was jungle. After a long bus ride, we arrived at CSA, Community Service Alliance, a Catholic-based NGO where we would be staying for the next 8 days. Alright, this is Andrew's room along with Josh and Capre. They're from Chicago. These are the beds. That's Andrew working in his journal.
Does it all have to be different, the different countries?
No, there's different items. This is the bathroom. Yes, I just turned around. It's not a separate room. It's right there, and there's a shower. That's it. So this is the girls' room. The mosquito nets are up.
China is ruining my shot.
This is the huge 8-person room.
Huge.
That I can barely make room for to get the camera in. There's the air conditioning.
I can't from Malaysia.
You can't see me, but I'm making air quotes with my fingers. The air conditioning. It's called a fan.
And there's very spotty power, so sometimes the AC turns off.
While our rooms were small and we had to deal with mosquito nets and fans that sometimes worked, many of the people in the village had much worse conditions, and the kids saw this. Therefore, there were no complaints about the way they lived or their lodgings, and at the end of the trip, they all said their lodgings were excellent. How's the day going?
It's good.
Good?
It's a little hot, but
Working hard?
working hard.
Something that I find challenging is how, kind of the communication barrier. I mean, I've taken Spanish for 6 years, but still I have a hard time, keeping up with a lot of the conversations that are going on with a bunch of the other members of the community.
Okay.
And I try, like this morning I asked the missionary people from Puerto Rico if we could use their milk, because we didn't have any milk for our cereal, and I'm pretty sure I messed up a lot because they just kind of looked at me like, but I mean, eventually they got my point, but still, it's like, I want to be correct, I want to try and adapt to their language rather than them having to adapt to us, because we're here, we're visiting their country, so.
What works with the cement is that you can see more product faster, because when people bring the cement to us, you find out real quick, and then the guy I'm working with, I don't remember his name, but he doesn't really know much English, but I can kind of help him. He'll be point to one area, and I know to put cement in that area because it doesn't have enough. And then when coming back, we had just done that whole side right there, and coming back this morning, it was really fulfilling to see that it's all done and that we're one step closer to finishing the product. So I love doing the floor and the cementing.
The service project we were working on was to build a community center for the village of La Quintina. This community center would be used by the community for classroom space, for meetings, and for shelter in case of bad weather. Our tools were rudimentary. We had shovels and rakes and buckets, some of them with handles made out of branches. The days were hot and humid, and the work was tough.
Probably persevering through the hard work. It's so much fun, but we all get tired and we all have to remind ourselves and each other to drink a lot and kind of try to save your energy for the whole day and not exhaust yourself right at the beginning because you have such a long day. But I think we're all motivated because we know that we're doing such a good thing. If we didn't really understand the meaning of what we were doing, we wouldn't work as hard. But
when we got here, the stage had nothing in it. It was there was a few rocks in it, and then Yeah, so we filled all that in, and then we carried the dirt over to fill it in, and then only part of the floor was cemented, so we're starting to cement because the whole entire floor has to be cemented. Yesterday we got a whole portion of it done, and today we're doing a second portion of it. And they make the cement, put it in the wheelbarrows, you go over, and you dump it out, and then everyone's doing something, so it's like this huge, well-oiled machine. But yeah, right now I was just working, so I'm sitting out. But it's pretty hot. But you sometimes, like when you're working, like you kind of like forget about it because like you're working really hard. But then it's like nice because there's a bunch of people here so you can like get taken out and like take breaks. So it's like perfectly even of the work to like resting right now.
It's hot, but it's good. It's not too hard. It's like worth your while. Yeah, I just broke my ankle, but I just got the cast off. And pretty much what Andrew said, we do cement and we like what we see done helps us to make like the other part easier to get done because we get to see the final product.
Cool. In addition to cement, before we laid it, we had to clear a lot of that brush, the grass. It looks easy, but trust me, it's much harder than it looks.
It's literally my spring
And then as it slowly turns, you do a kickball. That's
Oh my god. No, that's not nice work. Wait, are we going this way?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Everyone, that's
No, but we're not doing that. We're doing this. You're not in our skit. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why it's gonna be so fun.
It's different for every group, kind of, but for our cabin, we're with 6 girls and there's 8 beds and there's 4 sets of bunk beds in the room, and it is very, very tight, very tight fit. Like I have to you have to I don't know, kind of like work together to move around the room. And the malaria nets, that was at first really scary. We didn't like them, but now it's like they're a blessing. They're really nice. I want one for my house. The worst part is the ants, because like we put all of our suitcases on the floor, but then all the ants got on them, so we put them on the second beds. Ants are still there. It's not bad, it just gets really bad with the bugs at night.
I think one of the major things I've seen with my mom is that she's not really acting like my mom on this trip in a good way. She's letting me have my space and letting me learn on my own and not being like a helicopter mom, as we call it. But one of the things I see that she's really working hard, and I know like she wanted to come here and help with dental hygiene, but she's put her heart and soul into moving dirt from one place to another place that's like only 2 feet away without getting discouraged. So she's been working hard. She needs to take more breaks probably. She's a little working too hard.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
First, I'm proud that she's really used her Spanish to communicate. I see her smiling over there. Amazed at how eager she is to work. Seeing her, she took pottery this year and did some beautiful pottery, and to see how patient she is smoothing the cement down. What other I'm proud of? She hasn't rolled her eyes too much.
I think lunch yesterday was probably the most interesting thing. We ate at a house right across the street over there. The family that lives there, they're the ones who donated the land to us here, and the place we're staying makes our lunch for us, and then we bring it over here so we can eat with them. And they have like chickens and cats and dogs and turkeys and all sorts of animals running around you when you eat, so that's just really, obviously nothing like we have at home. And the different food is really interesting.
Most interesting thing I've done since I've been here. I really enjoyed on the first day that we got here, we got to take a little walk around in the church where we were staying. There's like this beautiful little path that leads up this little like sanctuary area. And it was really beautiful to see all of the different things growing. We got to see like a mature peacock, and he was so beautiful. There's like mangoes and pineapples and cocoa beans and coffee beans and everything growing all around this place, and bananas, and so it's really cool. Like when we're eating here, like everything feels so fresh and fantastic.
Yeah, you eat everything you try. Just like.
I know.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
We have some green salad. We have some meat that is like beef meat and some mixed with potato. We have some beans. Sorry. Then that's really what we have. We have some eggs for those people who don't eat any meat. Here we have the rice, the beans, concon, the meat, and this is what we call concon. It's very typical in the Dominican Republic. This is like the sticky side of the rice when you cook it. Dominican love that. We can eat it. We put some beans or some meat. For us, it's very delicious. We have, as I told you, the green salad and the sweet bean, the sweet plantain. We have some juice, passion fruit. Here are the eggs we have. This will be a typical Dominican food, besides all this that we have. I hope you enjoy it.
What are you eating?
Passion fruit.
How's it taste?
It's slimy.
It's slimy. It's really
Let me see it. Let me get a close up.
You shouldn't chew the seeds, but they're good.
Okay.
You're just like
It's really slimy.
We're gonna do fruit every day to try.
So it's like a sour orange.
Like a sour orange?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But it
We
tastes
can have like really
but I
sweet
never
and
knew
really
the-
sour.
I've had passion fruit flavored like sorbet before, but I never knew where it came from.
Luis and Pedro, our guides, took us to various activities after work, such as swimming at a local river and visiting Trujillo's house, a vicious dictator who ruled from 1930 to 1961 and committed tons of atrocities, including the killing of 3 sisters called the Mirabal sisters who rebelled against him. We also visited Puerto Plata's capital of Santiago, where we visited the Monument of the Restoration. On another afternoon, we played baseball with local Dominicans.
Come on! Scott! We rely on you! Oh my God!
Woo! Woo! Yes, sir!
Come on, Sarah, run!
Yes! Safe.
There we go. Good. Whether we were working, playing, or even riding on the bus to our next location, the students always had fun.
Trying to make it back home by Monday morning. I swear that somebody was driving. Oh, that's all I want. And I know that I'm
Recording.
thinking about driving so but you call back, apologize. Oh, man, I said.
Andrew.
Now I'm not.
wait for the lyrics. You're being so fake.
We gotta wait for Taylor Swift. Yeah, I'm being really fake. I don't know
Get
what to
compressed.
Yeah, just say it up.
Can
This zoom out.
Get compressed.
Yeah, get compressed.
All my kindness, take it for weakness. Now I'm 4, 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm trying to make it back home by Monday morning. I swear somebody was standing. Ooh, that's all I want. 4, 5 seconds from wildin'.
Reflection keeps you connected with the experience. When you reflect, when you think about it, you're going to remember. And when you write down, it is important that you take some time to write about. Tonight, when you go to your room, you can chat to your friend, you can talk to your friend, but later, when you sit down, when you lay down on your bed, you take some time to write. Because what is going to happen here is going to be for a lifetime. Something that maybe you would like to remember.
It was so rewarding to see how far we've cut from the beginning to the end, and saying goodbye, giving hugs. It's been a wonderful experience. Wonderful, and a memory that I'll treasure for a long, long time.
Cool. How do you feel about the kids?
They were fantastic.
Cool.
Hardworking, a joy to work with, and so proud of them. So proud of these kids.
We finished the stage finally, which was our goal, so we completed that.
How do you feel?
Really, really good about ourselves.
My last day was crazy. Alright, so like it rained a lot and I danced in the rain and nobody else danced with me, but that's okay because, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Josh did join in and he danced with me and we danced in the rain. We finished the stage and we got so much work done today despite, the rain, and I just think that says a lot about, what we've done on this trip, and I'm feeling really accomplished.
I feel that today was the day we finished the most. I think we worked the hardest today, and we had like this big rainstorm, and I think we pulled through, and I'm really proud of what we did. If you could pan around to see what we did. We filled this stage, it was completely empty, and we finished this entire floor that wasn't even done. So I think it's amazing how much we finished today. So I feel very accomplished.
Today, definitely what Andrew said, we got so much done today. I think we're just so motivated because it's our last day. We want to make our mark here. And I don't know, I feel kind of sad. It's the last time we're going to see this, but I hope I get to see it finish.
We're gonna see.
Well, it's really sad because I will never see Oreha again. It's pretty devastating. But we did a lot of work, so I'm proud of that.
Yep.
All right.
Can't wait to see the bean again.
You gonna come visit Sandwich?
Gonna go
Of
home.
course I am.
All right. Courtney, tell us about your last day.
Oh, I continued on. My strength is sifting dirt. So I was shoveling dirt through the sifter, which made it capable for everyone to make the cement, which was really awesome. And I built some guys.
Yeah, hold on, let me get
I'm
in.
very sad.
You're
But
sad?
I'm proud of what we did. We finished the whole stage.
Oh, show me your earrings real quick.
Oh yeah, I bought these from
The amber,
The amber
yeah.
mine.
They're blue amber, right? All right, good. They match your hat.
Use some pesos.
Sarah, tell me about the cementing. You are like the expert at cementing.
A lot of cementing done today in this trip. It turned out good.
We made friends with Phalo.
Phalo is my BFF now.
One, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm a winner!
Before leaving, we got to spend one day at a resort beach in South Susa. That night, we also got to stay in a nice hotel where we had running water, flush the toilets, air conditioning, and nice, comfortable beds. Throughout the trip, everyone had an incredible experience, made lots of new friends, and learned more in that week than we could have learned in a year or longer.